And welcome into one of our favorite segments, Bon Appetit. And we have Ronnie Welch with us again, and we are going to talk about the Creative Living Center at the Alabama National Fair, which runs from the 4th to the 14th in October. And it is going to be so fun, and we want you to come out and enjoy it and work with the Kiwanis Club there, who puts it on, and they give all the proceeds back out into our community. So God bless you, Kiwanis. And Ronnie, you enter this, and you and your wife just have a preponderance of blue ribbons.
Yep.
So you guys are good, and you share your recipes with us. This is fascinating. I would have never known what this is.
Yeah, so we had a category. Derek Cunningham, the sheriff of Montgomery County, he was the president of the fair last year. And this is his category, and he picked lasagna. So you knew, when you think lasagna, you think, well, what can you do with lasagna? So I did it, and I put it inside of a pizza crust, and mine is Lasagna Pizza Pie. So, and it's an ordeal. It takes a lot of work, and you do it in a springform pan.
Okay.
And that all in itself. But here, I want to tell you one thing with that springform pan. It has a lip on it, and the lip needs to go to the bottom. That way you can get your pie off of that pan to present it. So just make sure you do that when you use your springform pan.
Those are special little tricks.
Yes.
All right, so now we've got the pan.
Yep.
How do you make this?
So
tell me what you put in there.
Lasagna, you can do it a lot of different ways. You do a meat sauce, a white sauce, you've got lasagna noodles, and cheese. That's your main ingredients for this whole thing. So I took ground beef and Italian sausage, onions, and carrots, and you blend all them together, simmer them, brown it, get it put together that way, and then you're going to add all your tomato sauces, your crushed tomatoes, tomato sauce, tomato paste, bouillon cubes, your two beef bouillon cubes, you put that in there, and your butter, and a multitude of spices. So you got pepper, salt, you got your oregano, you got your basil. All those the aroma will make your kitchen smell really good. Bay leaves, 1 bay leaf, parsley, and your Italian seasoning. And you put all that together in that meat sauce and cook it. And I think it's about 30 minutes. You cook it, let it simmer, and get all that flavors going together, and then set it off to the side. Well, then you're going to start with your white sauce, which with the white sauce, that's all on its own too. And I get really impatient when I'm cooking because I want it to just happen and get done. And white sauce takes a lot of time to get that milk to thicken before you add your cheese to it. And this one, I only used 2 blends of cheese this time. I used Parmesan for the white sauce, and then mozzarella in between the layers of the thing, and on the top of your pizza. You're going to have Parmesan cheese, 3.5 cups of milk, and a cup of flour.
Whole milk?
Whole milk.
Okay.
Whole milk.
Okay.
And I think another trick to that is to get it at room temperature or warm your milk, because I use the cold milk and it takes a long time to get that stuff to thicken. And 4 tablespoons of butter. And you're going to put your butter in your pan, get that all nice and melted, put your flour in, get that worked together, get all the lumps out, and then you're going to add your milk a little at a time, 1 cup at a time, and get it to blend as it's going, or else you're going to get lumpy.
Slowly, that's the trick.
Slow.
Add it slowly.
And it takes a long time.
Okay, and then what do we do next?
Okay, then you take your springform pan, you're going to line it with parchment paper. I use spray to spray your springform pan. That way the parchment paper sticks to the pan and it won't move around on you. That's going to be very critical, because when you start maneuvering the pie crust into the springform pan, it's going to move if you don't. So get it all worked in there and make you a nice little pocket. Then you're going to put your meat sauce in there. Then you're going to layer it with noodles. Then you're going to put more meat sauce on it, some mozzarella cheese, and then your white sauce. And then you're going to repeat that twice. And whatever you have left at the end of that, you're going to put on top of the pie, and then you're going to roll out your second pizza crust, because it's going to take two of them, one for the base and then one for the top.
Oh, okay, okay.
And lay that on the top. Make sure you seal that thing, because it's going to have some pressure from the cooking, and there's a lot of steam in it, and you're going to punch 4 holes in the top to allow the steam out, or it's going to bust out.
Right.
It's going to find a way to bust out on the sides, so to make it clean. And then bake that at 425 for about 40 minutes, 45 minutes. And make sure that your crust is not going to get too brown. So if it does, just put your little tin foil top over the top of it.
Okay.
But do that, pull it out, and then here's a secret ingredient, is this garlic and herb.
Oh, that sounds good.
Butter that you put on the top, and then put a sprinkle of cheese on it.
All right.
Okay,
We
now
gotta
the
do
moment
it.
of truth.
I can't wait. Cut into this.
Here we go. Oh,
This is so fun. Folks, remember the 4th through the 14th, go out to the Alabama National Fair and stop into the Creative Living Center. They have all kinds of things, quilting and pickling, and it's just a fun family place to be. Oh my goodness, that looks so good. Oh, Ronnie, woo. Here, let me turn this around so you can kind of see the inside.
let me clean it up just a little bit.
Oh, look at that. Gosh, thanks so much for being with us. We can't wait to dig into this, and email us if you need the recipes. Time of your life, we'll get them to you. And thanks for being with us, and we'll be right back.